The unlikely friendship between a down-and-out artist and a good-hearted society woman is the inspiration for a new stage production called Lemonade for the Lawn Boy, the musical. And it's our pleasure this afternoon to welcome the show's director, Dennis Curley, and David Cook, who is the inspiration for this show. Great to have you both here.
Thank you.
All right, take us into this title and what it means here. What's the story about?
Sure. Well, Lemonade for the Lawn Boy is based on the experiences of David Cook. When he was growing up in Minnetonka, he was self-described lawn boy to a bunch of wealthy society matrons all around Lake Minnetonka. And through his experiences with that, he ended up creating art pieces that are based on these ladies, their personalities, their individual foibles, and he decided at one point to create a cookbook, which is basically the inspiration for this show, called Lemonade for the Lawn Boy, in which each society matron has a specific type of lemonade that she likes to prepare.
But talk about the process that music plays in this recovery and what we see on stage.
Sure. Well, what you're going to be seeing on stage is a musical that was written by Greta Grosch, and the music was written by a local band called The Smarts, Jimmy Kennedy and Joe Wiseman. They were the house band on NPR's In the Loop for a while. And they basically came together decades apart. Greta had heard their music, and something clicked in her brain, and she realized these songs and this style of music really fit the type of story we were trying to tell. So she pulled from their catalog of hundreds of songs just the right dozen or so that fit the story, and you'd be amazed. You'd think it was written for the show.
Well, David, we're not making you invisible here.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm good with being invisible.
You are the flower bomber.
I'm the flower bomber, yeah.
You brought in some of this spectacular art here. Tell us how this feels. Describe all this feeling of watching this on stage.
Quite honestly, it's a little surreal. You know, it's like, that's not me, but it's really cool, and the musical is just so good. Everybody asks me, you know, do you like it? It's important for you. I love it, but I want everybody else to love it, you know, as much as I do. A little off track here, but
that's all right. Well,
yeah,
one of the things
it's so hard to explain because it's so. All I can say is it's surreal.
Here's a little insight
and it's beautiful
into David's personality. He is the flower bomber. He goes around the country planting these flowers outside of hospitals, on beaches, and he sits in his car and watches it. And what he said to me was, I get so much out of watching the joy on other people's faces as they discover this art and walk around it and their kids play in it. And that's how you feel about the show, I think.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's a lot the same. But like the flower bombing, I basically discovered a medium that's universal and doesn't discriminate and makes people happy. So that's why I do this.
And you as well.
Wherever I can.
We are so appreciative you're here today. I'm going to give some information to folks to tell them where they can see this. We so appreciate it. Lemonade for the Lawn Boy is being performed through June 28th at the Minnetonka Theater. For additional information, head to KARE11.com, look into the local section and the news at 4. How about that? The most colorful scene we can show you this week.